Okay, Joy. Joy, just some basic background questions. What grade are
Okay.
you in right now?
Sorry?
What grade are
Grade.
you? Yes,
Oh, I'm in grade 10.
you're in grade 10. Good. And what grade are you applying to?
Grade 11.
Grade 11. Okay. Joy, what is your date of birth?
On February 24th in 2001.
Okay, February 24, 2001. Now, have you ever taken an English exam such as the SLEP, TOEFL, SSAT, any of those?
Yes, I've taken TOEFL,
Okay,
and my score was 69.
69. Okay, excellent. So, Joy, let me ask you, why are you interested in studying in the United States?
There's lots of reasons for this. And first, I think the education in China is not that perfect. Is they have a lot of problems with the teachers and their perceptions.
Good.
Yes, and secondly, I've traveled to the United States and I've taken some like summer camp, and I have experienced to study there, and I think it's more suitable for me.
Very good. More suitable.
Yes.
Okay, now, you mentioned these summer camps. So, tell me more
Yeah.
about these summer camps.
I went there on in my seventh grade, and I went to Virginia Beach, and I've studied there, and we have different courses every day, and I think it's very enjoyable. Not like in China, we study like it's a very sad thing, but in United States, and it's kind of a very enjoyable thing.
Okay, very good. How long were you in Virginia Beach?
I've been there for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Excellent. Excellent. Now, this summer camp, was it through your school or was it private agency?
It is with a private
Private
agency.
agency. Okay. All right. Excellent. So tell me about your school then.
My school is in Beijing, and it's called ID school, and it has kindergarten, primary school, middle school, high school, and yes, that's all. And I've, when I was primary school and when I was in grade 5, I started to study in ID school, and it's an international school, and uh, its its education is kind of Australian education, but it has different. Um, I don't know how to say. It's like some students that study the Australian things, and some students study the British things, and they also have the American education.
Really? So you have options between what types of
Yeah, we have options in started at grade 11,
Okay,
so we
but
can
you're
choose which country.
Oh, I see. Okay, so right now you're in IB. So you're in the was it MYP?
I don't know. I think now we are in the Australian type, but we
Oh, you're
can
not.
choose the others. They have the A level. They have
Right, that's Cambridge.
AP. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so rather than do the IB diploma, you would rather come to the United States.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so tell me more then. What's your favorite subject at this IB school?
My first subject is art, and but it has only one class a week.
Only one art class, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me your least favorite subject.
My least favorite subject is math.
You don't like math, huh?
Yes, of course.
Why is that?
It's too hard and the questions are so complicated.
I see. So you consider yourself more artistic.
Yes.
Excellent. So you're very artistic, and what do you do on your free time then?
On my free time, I'm a big fan of sports. I like doing sports like tennis and swimming, and I also can play basketball. And also, art is one of my favorite things when I'm in my spare time, and I like painting and drawing the pictures of different people.
Oh, really? You like painting? Excellent. Okay. All right. Excellent. Tell me, Joy. You are you want to enter the United States as an 11th grader. So, what are your plans after you graduate?
After I graduate
High
from
school. Yeah, so
high
after
school,
you graduate from grade 12.
of course I will go to university.
Of course. Tell me these plans.
Well, I haven't thinking too much about this, but I think I will go to a good university, and I will um, study my favorite subject, like subject about art.
Excellent. Okay, now you want to study art or you're considering studying art. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now then?
Sorry.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
In my future, um, I think I like design or just an artist, maybe photographer.
Artist, photographer. Okay, good. Okay, Joy, so tell me what is a personal strength that you have? What is something that you are very good at or strong at?
Personal strength.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very good at. I think art and tennis and maybe leadership
Leadership, good.
because I try to design lots of activities in my school.
So you take part in leadership activities at your school.
Yes.
Can you share with me one of these activities?
It's like the recent one is the Year 10 drama show, and we got the second prize, and I I was the director, and I was the writer of our drafts, and I was one of the character.
Good. So you were the director, writer, and actress, and you won second
Yes,
place.
and I did all the preparation, and it's like I did all the things.
Good. You did a lot, but what leadership, right? So did your friends help you? Were you able to get your friends to help you?
Yes, they of course they helped me, and yes,
Okay, very good. Good. So, Joy, you've been in this IB school for how long again?
for uh, for 4 years.
For 4 years. Okay.
Yes,
Can you recommend a good book to me?
a good book.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. You mean Chinese or English?
I prefer English because you've been in an IB school. So let me know what. Give me a story or a book that you can recommend that you want to share with me.
Um, I think probably Twilight.
Okay. Was it required reading or was this for fun?
I've read it. I've read it, but I've also watched the movie, and I'm quite into the story about the vampire.
Okay, and you said you have read the book.
Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite character and why? Or who's your favorite character and why?
Uh, because Edward.
Uh-huh.
It's Edward because he's the main character and he's very cool. He's a vampire and yes.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Okay, last question, Joy, and then I want to do a reading passage with you. The most important question I want to ask you is what is most important to you when deciding which school to apply to?
Mm, I think uh, I think the teachers and the school, like the managed system and the equipment there, because teachers are very important for students. They decide to they decide what knowledge I can acquire, and uh, and the management system I think is really really important because in ID high school the managed system is not that good,
Uh-huh.
and there's many bad students like they smoking, they did a lot of bad things, and I really don't like that. And the school don't have any punishment. Yes, they have some punishment, but they don't have some like accurate punishment. Like is to limit students to do the bad things. And for equipment, I think that in the atmosphere at the classroom and in the dorm, and I think it's very good. If the equipment is good, and I think my mood will be good, and I want to study.
Good. Now I have to ask you this because I understand that a lot of Chinese do not. I understand the preference, but are you open to single sex education? Are you open to all girls?
Not really,
Not really. Why?
because girls are very complicated. So like imagine that it's all the girls in one school, and I think it will have a lot of fights.
Oh, oh, I don't know. I can't. I
You're
see
not
your
a girl, so you
point.
don't know.
I'm not a girl. I don't know. Okay. How about this then? You've been in the United States. You've been to Virginia. Are you interested in East Coast or West Coast?
Sorry, I'm not good at geography.
So East Coast would be like the Virginia, New York, Massachusetts, Boston, Philadelphia. West Coast is when we think West Coast, we mainly think L.A., Los Angeles. So which do you think you'll?
I think California.
Why you said you want Joy? You say okay, good discipline, good school management. When I talk to you, I think East Coast. I don't think West Coast.
Because I like the weather there, and they have beach, and they have seaside, and they have amusement park.
Are you planning on study or are you planning on playing or studying?
Okay, sorry, but I have watched some movies there or in um, California, and I
Okay.
really like the scenery there.
You like the scenery in
So
LA.
I wish I could study there.
Okay, so you have a preference for Los Angeles.
Yes.
Preference. Okay. All right. Well, let let me thank you for that. Let me test your reading. Let me see here. Hang on a second, okay? Do you see that, Joy?
No.
Are you using a computer or a phone?
A phone.
Oh, you're using a phone.
Yes.
Do you have a book? Do you have a book close by that you can, or article close by you can read for me?
Uh, Sorry. I will find one. Wait a second.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, Joy. So go ahead and start reading whatever you have. Read for.
I can only find my business book.
Oh, excellent. That's perfect. Read for me. Yeah, just read. Pick it up, pull it open, and read for me, and then I want to ask you a few questions.
Um, can you see that?
I can see it.
I think I should read here.
Acknowledgement? No, give me something in the middle.
Here?
Do you have anything that's a longer text?
I don't think so. Here's the long one.
Just the acknowledgement? Oh, all slides.
I think I should change one.
Yes, please change it.
Hi.
Hey.
Can I read this one?
Yes, go ahead.
It's okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
The Olympic Games have a very long history. The ancient Olympic game began about 3,000 years ago. The first Olympics began in 776 BC. The modern Olympic Games have a history of about 100 years, and there are more events in the modern Olympics than in the ancient Olympics. Because the ancient Olympics games stopped in Greece a long time ago, people forgot about them. There were no games for about 1,500 years. A Frenchman, Coubertin, in 1875 thought that people should have games again. People held the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 in Athens, Greece. Both men and women could take part in the games then. The IOC is the International Olympic Committee. The committee decided that every 4 years a different city should host the game.
Okay,
Beijing
thanks, Joy.
hosts.
So, Joy, tell me what's the difference between the modern Olympic Games and the ancient Olympic Games?
I think they have more games and both men and women could take part in.
Okay, good. What was the role of that Frenchman?
He's the first person to think that we should have a new Olympic game.
Okay, and this IOC, what does that stand for? What do they do?
IOC is like for they can decide where should the Olympic game take part in.
Okay, what else do you think they do?
They they like um, they can to check the country like before the Olympic game. They can go to the go the city, and they can check what how it's going.
Okay, do you think that they would you say that they are the governing body, or would you say that they are, how would you describe their role?
It's more like a government for a place.
Okay. Okay. Good, Joy. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm stopping the recording. I want you to stay there, okay?
Okay.